I like to be known for my defense. I think that's something that's overlooked. I think offensively, when I average or score 50 to 50-some points, that can be seen. That's what most people see, is the scoring part, but they don't see the defensive part of the game. So I enjoy getting the recognition on the defensive end because it complements my offensive game. A lot of my defense comes from the gambling, where the teams, where I'm allowed to lead my man and help out on the big guy and sneak up from behind and get the block shot or the steal. I skipped a lot of steps coming into the league. I didn't work my way up to the top. I skipped a lot of steps, and sometimes that creates some jealousies and just natural jealousies.
February night, a city of Chicago hot with anticipation for tonight's marquee game. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome fans to the All-Star Exhibition game. Get up and get loud for your West All-Stars. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, an All-Star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Akeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first All-Star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Lever. And the NBA leader in assists in his 8th All-Star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9", Irvin Magic Johnson. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Stars. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an All-Star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players in his 3rd All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an All-Star for the 10th time, one of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets, 6'10", Moses Malone. At guard, the most valuable player of the 1984 and 1986 All-Star Games. This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance from the Detroit Pistons, 6'1", Isaiah Thomas. And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals, an All-Star each of his 4 seasons, the charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, Is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
And the West will start out with the possession. Johnson against Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. Olajuwon with incredible footwork. The three from English. They get it back. Malone. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed, they do. And Magic Johnson continuing to orchestrate beautifully. And if there was a snub part for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP.
A good one. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most All-Star appearances by far in NBA history, Clark, and All-Star in every season of his career except one, and in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
Look at the soft touch of Michael Jordan. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow. Here's Jordan after Magic Johnson's bucket. Jordan looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Over Drexler. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more. Clark wide open, high scoring both ways.
These tremendous All-Stars are putting on a tremendous show, Kevin.
What a blast. There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. The East making a switch. Ewing's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. McDaniels checked in.
At the line for your East All-Stars, Michael Jordan.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Now here's Drexel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Drexler.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello. His first time coaching in the All-Star game.
They've got Jordan. Ewing is out there with Bird. And there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Thomas in at the point. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
Akeem Olajuwon. First personal foul.
How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that. Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful at that end of the floor, too.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Lever against Jordan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bird's got the lead up to 6 now for the East All-Stars. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. Now, here's Jordan. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shots good from Bird. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I know I'm going back to the 60-something. You tell me.
Bird.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
And you know, so far I like the effort from both teams. It's an exhibition, but each team showing great pride. They're getting after it.
Now, here is Olajuwon. 6 points for him. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
And Fat Lever snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well. Best by a mile for NBA guards.
Back to Jordan. Now the pass to Malone. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. 6-point game. Here's Olajuwon. Malone. And it's blocked by Jordan.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
Cheeks' shot is good. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And finished off by Drexler. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athlete. And that one, good. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Some nice passing here by the West. And it's sent back by McHale. And they double up Jordan. Outside, McHale. Shoots the 3. Michael Jordan again. Here's Donaldson. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
Jordan the pass to Thomas.
2 minutes remaining.
Tries again. Ewing trying to get open. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Thomas.
And they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Here's Jordan. And not many out there who can elevate like Michael Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Here's Johnson. He's got 11. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly with more guys out there.
It's been such a fun game to watch, entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been.
Boy, you take a look at that jump shot of Jordan's, effortless and impeccable in its mechanics.
Inside, here's Drexler. The Clyde Drexler, soaring in for the finish.
And enjoying his finest pro season, Clyde the Glide Drexler making his second All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot. Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Olajuwon finds English. Here's Drexler.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! And at 26 points per game, Drexler ranks 7th in the league in scoring. His Blazers playing catch-up with the Lakers, though. Their improved defense has helped them overcome some early injuries.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too. It'll be a jump ball.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Lever against Rivers, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. The East leading by 7. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Pretty artful dribbling display by Jordan there, and it completely baffled the defender. Was snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well, best by a mile for NBA guards.
And Jordan Clark within reach of the record.
He's almost there. Keep that pedal to the metal is what I say. It was the pick setting up that slam.
A great team ball. Jordan is double. Back to Rivers. Wilkins finds Rivers. Fires from the wing. No good from Jordan. The West trails by 7. English passes to Lever. Wants to get it to English and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
On the same page, speaking in stereo there.
Right? You have to be to pull off a lob like that. Well said, Clark. I love stereo. Now, here is Jordan. Here's Ewing. The size and aggression of Patrick Ewing inside.
The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but nice to see him back where he belongs.
Lever with the steal.
In order to get back in this one, they'll have to be perfect from here on out.
Hold on. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, you can't go for this if you're the defense. I mean, once Malone has you in the air, it's over. You're done. Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Jordan. Michael Jordan now with 42 points, Clark. He has tied the record for scoring in an all-star game.
A piece of history. Boy, is he special.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're trailing by 9. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the West now. 9-point game. With the step back, here's English, the master of the mid-range, Alex English.
You know, even if they anticipated the step back coming, the defense didn't offer a ton of resistance.
And here's Jordan outside. Great defense that time from Lever. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the West. And Lever has it in the corner. Back to English. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game. Set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin. And it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
Unloads. No good. And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in. Clark, they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored. But you still got to go out and prove it. And they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.